And to show you how powerful these advanced techniques are, I'm mixing now an opaque glaze of blue-purple. The colours are unmixed and it's very watery. Just to ensure that, I'm adding now more medium to that mix, and we'll test it in this section right at the top here. And wiping off. Using the big brush, as you can see, I'm adding now that opaque glaze, wiping off because some of that glaze is underneath it. Not going too far across the painting. And just adjust it as you want. That's good enough for me. There we are. That adds just a tiny little bit more of the sky effect. These are very transparent applications. It makes a strong visual result, but it's a simple application. It's very, very transparent. And that shows you how you can apply sky at any time of the painting. Here we've added it right at the end. Because it's transparent, it blends beautifully into the image, and it's a wonderful way to know that you can create. Just shape yours any way that you want. As I look at mine now, I can see that the trees are a little bit lost. I'm just mixing up some darks that aren't runny. And now you can have a little fun just defining some parts of your trees. These don't have to be dark, of course. They can be light, any colour that you like, really. The purpose here is to pick up on bits of texture that are already there. And make sure that the texture works for you. And you can add a very light kind of an object if you want and reflect it. A little reflection like that, maybe another one if you wish. This is all part of your design work as well. Have a look where you want some lights and things. Have a look where you want your focus to be. It looks like this tree is one big one, so I'm just going to actually redefine that with the small brush. There we are. And just play around. Enjoy adding liner strokes just here and there, not too many, just to enjoy your own painting and refine some of that creative energy. If, like mine, your little points of focus didn't come out in the first go, that is, they don't look like anything, the best thing to do is to just come in underneath them like this with a flash of dark. That's just a basic grey that we've used before, a very dry mix. Scrape it a little into shape, and then with the white, again, or the colour that you're using for your focus, simply give it another flick. Add your little bits of detail to turn it into something, whatever it may be. Don't forget to set your glazes in just a little bit. This is very subtle, it may not show up. And there you have it. In my case, it's a couple of birds just by the water's edge. Just something as a focus for the viewer's eye. And if you want, you can add touches of colour. Use any colour you like, straight out of the tube or added with white to the foreground here like this, using the tip of the knife. Just little dabs, other little bits of visual focus, and mainly it's just a bit of fun. And there you have it, a nice little painting using advanced technique, very easy to do. We did this really in 4 stages, except for this last little bit at the end. The more that you practice, of course, the more that your final stages, the knowledge that you gain in the final stages will inform the way that you paint your first stage. So do the tutorial again and again, and you'll find that hidden inside the combination of these techniques will be your own personal approach to how you combine them and how you move forward on your creative journey. We learned here, of course, that quality techniques combine, and they combine to create an incredible amount of detail, what we call the illusion of detail. Far more detail than had we tried to actually paint it with a small brush. Most of this was done with a big brush. We learned that the image evolves, that trees and bushes and reflections evolve of their own accord. We certainly have control over the image, but the image and the subject matter is moulded. This is very different from just colouring in like normal painting. So instead, what we have here is a work of art, something that will live on through time. It will look different to the viewer on different days according to their moods. It's far more than a traditional kind of painting, even though it's a traditional subject, because of the quality of advanced technique. And above all, it's a thrilling thing to do and a thrilling experience to share.